This is the Dad Cave, and this is not a drill. Welcome back to the Dad Cave channel. If you're looking to take your next woodworking or DIY project to the next level by learning from my tips, tricks, and mistakes, then make sure you start now by subscribing to the channel and clicking on the bell so you never miss an upload. So on this episode of the Dad Cave channel, I'm doing a maker swap with Jacob Anguiano over at Native Son Wood Art. I'm going to leave a link to his channel and social media pages below so you can go check him out. And if you think that you need to have a huge space and fancy power tools to make things, check out his channel. I guarantee you it will change your mind. For this maker swap, I'm building the slide up couch table that you see here. Now, if you want to find out what I would have done differently, you're going to have to stay tuned all the way to the end of the video to find that out. But let's go ahead and get into the build. This slide-up couch table is made of leftover materials from inside the Dad Cave. The materials needed will be 6 1x1s at 19 inches, 5 1x1s at 17 inches, 10 1x1s at 12 inches, and 12 1x1s at 11 inches. After cutting all of my material to length, I will use my straight edge jig to create a straight edge on all of the material. With the straight edges cut, now it's time to cut the pieces to their final dimensions. Now I didn't see that when I was filming, but I'm pretty sure that was a spider. I used my framing square to make sure all of the pieces stayed square during glue up. So the glue up went pretty well, and one of the things I did on the start piece is I marked the location of where the next piece would go, so this way I can make sure that when I went to glue up the sides I had the proper gap to make sure everything fit. More glue up using my high-tech glue spreader. See? You don't need expensive tools to make cool things. I really wanted this couch table to have an aged and rustic look. To get this look, I will lightly burn the wood. All I am looking to do is just highlight the wood grain, not looking to scorch it. I always like to do a light sanding after burning wood, just to smooth out the burn marks. To get that aged and rustic look that I want, I'm using an American walnut color stain and an oil-based polyurethane. The oil-based poly smells worse than when your buddy says pull my finger, but the finish is amazing. So the slide up couch table is done, and one of the things that I really like about this is the options that you have with it. So let me show you. You could put it on its side, slide it up over your couch, have a spot for your remote control, your beer, your whiskey, something like that. The other thing you could do, you could take it, flip it over, put it on the floor in front of you. You got a little small table, you got a footrest, put it up on the couch, sit it over your lap. Now you got somewhere to put your laptop, or you got somewhere to put your dinner for the evening. Or you just have a wider space for more beer and whiskey. That would be my choice. But anyhow, so it came out really nice. Jacob, I hope you like it. It's going to be on its way to you shortly, so make sure you keep an eye out in the mail for that. As promised, I'm going to share with you what I would have done differently. And Jacob, if you're still watching, this is the part that you should not watch, so you don't know where I messed up. But let me share it with you now. So when I cut all the pieces, one of the mistakes that I made was I actually left it sitting overnight. I didn't glue up the boards right away. It's been pretty hot out here. I finished up, it was like 105 that day. I think it was actually more close to 110. And I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna stop there. I left the pieces sitting on the workbench overnight, and when I did, a lot of the wood shrunk up. Some of it also bowed and cupped. So I ended up having to plane down some of these boards to get them to fit and be able to glue them up. The other thing that happened was when I went to glue up the parts where the joints were, obviously the boards were a little warped. They were also a little short, so I had to kind of fudge a few things, and I had to use some wood filler on those joints to make it flush, to make it seamless. But all in all, it came out good. So tip here, if you're going to cut wood that you're eventually going to glue up, I definitely recommend gluing it up the same day that you cut it. Just save yourself a whole lot of trouble and a whole lot of work, make it a lot easier. But anyhow, so with that, I'm out of here, and make sure you head on over to Jacob's channels, check him out. You can find him at Native Son Wood Art. Helicopters. Once again, head over to Native Son Wood Art on YouTube, on Instagram, I think on Facebook. I'll have to double check that, but if he is on Facebook, I'll leave that link below as well. And with that, I'm out of here. Make sure you get out there and build something today, because Dad said so.